Hello out there in YouTube land. We're going to split some wood today. This is trying to load that wood out of the back where that big tree came down. If you're not new to this, if you're new to this channel, I'll try to explain some stuff. If you're a regular subscriber and you know what's going on, then you know I don't like four-way wedges and all this kind of stuff. So for the new people, I'm going to explain that so I don't get a million comments. Oh, you need to get a four-way. Oh, you need to get this. Oh, you need to get that. Or you need to do this. You need to do that. Let me tell you, I built this wood splitter back in '72, and everybody looked at me like I was the biggest nut in the world. What are you building? I said, I'm building a hydraulic wood splitter. On and on. Those people are the same people that wanted to borrow it a while later. And then go on, you know, another 10, 15 years, I started measuring my wood. And everybody looked at me, you're measuring your wood? I've never heard anything so stupid in my life. And now you're looking at a lot of people, just about everybody's making measures for this and measures for that and measures for this. The old boy kind of, you know, I don't know if I'm ahead of my times, but just, so when I made this wood splitter, there were no wood splitters out there to be had. You didn't have the internet. You could look at everything in the world back then. It just wasn't like that back then. So I made this a single wedge tapered. It's about as sharp as a razor. It's sharp as a knife here. And it splits. Now, not knowing how to make anything, the cylinder here is only a 3-inch cylinder, okay? Because I make things out of junk that people throw away, and that's what that came out of, is an old trash compactor. The engine I bought at a farm auction. The pump I had to buy, I had no idea what I was buying, but back then I don't think these dual stage pumps work. So this wood splitter only has about 30, maybe 3.5 tons of pressure, and that's going to split 98% of your wood. If I go to a four-way, okay, then I'm going to have a 2-stage pump to get, well, it's not going to give me any more power, so I still won't do it. You get your power out of the bore of your cylinder, and somewhat pressure too. But I don't care for four-way wedges. If you start watching these people that have four-way wedges, what are you going to see? You're going to see they're going to put the piece of wood in here. So we'll roll a piece of wood down here, okay? And then the next thing you see, they're going up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit, down. Okay, that's just right. And the next one comes along, the same thing. I'm going to be split and gone by the time I've done all that. Now, if you like a four-way wedge, that's great. But what's the next thing you got is, okay, you're going to have a wing out here. And so what are you going to have to do? Well, if you're just going on down the line, that's fine, okay? But you're going to find a four-way wedge. It's going to be more work and take more time than you really realize. So sit there and watch these people split wood and sit it there. Now, I'm going to split it here, and then I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to set it over in the stack, okay? If I got a wing on it here, I got to exert more energy to go out like that to get it up. Now, if you're going down the line and you have a conveyor, which once again, there's nothing wrong with a conveyor if you like that, it's going to go into a conveyor and it's going to go into a big pile, and you have to pick it up again. I don't really have to pick this up again. I'm not going to have to bend over. It's already picked up. Now I got gravity helping me get it down. So yeah, four-way, I don't know. I just don't care for one. The next thing that I don't like is all these people, I gotta have a log lift, I gotta have a log lift, I gotta have a log lift. If you got a machine with a bucket, you're just killing yourself with a log lift, okay? And you watch, mark my words, if you sit there and you go watch these people, what are they using that log lift for? They raise it up this high and they're using it as a table. Get yourself a big table, okay? This thing was all junk left over, just scrap around and scavenger. Most people that are doing firewood are probably scavengers anyway, like I am. You know, I would say probably 75% of them are. But now the first one I made was out of wood, and it's sitting over there, and the wood rotted away, and I came by this piece of big steel and came by that. I don't have 50 bucks in this table, and here's why, okay? You watch these people with the log lifts, and it's wood splitter merry-go-round. I've been through this before, so you walk around and you get your log on, then you got to come back around. That's taking you time. Now, as you pull your wood splitter up to that pile, those piles, those woods you have, the rounds that you have are getting further away and further away and further away. Mine are always within one step, a pickaroon pick away most of the time. Okay, so I saw all my rounds over there. I pick them up with a bucket. The bucket lifts them up They sit here. I'm not running back around. I got a big table here to work with. So sit there. If you're watching this for the first time, you start watching some of these other people on the wood splitters. If that's the way they want to do it, it's fine. The nut from back in '72 told you to build a wood splitter turned out to be all right. Measuring the wood later on found out to be all right. When you guys get a table here and have this thing stationary, look at this thing hardly is going to move at all. You know, get yourself a wood splitter, get it where it's at, cut all your logs in one place or all your rounds in one place and bring them over to the wood splitter, and you're going to find it's a lot better. So we're going to split some of this wood up. I hope I was in there. It didn't go too long. Yeah, I did go too long. This is some nasty cut off trash. Okay, it's all different lengths because I didn't measure any of this. It was just, in fact, half of it a lot of it I didn't even cut. If it's the right size, I probably cut it. But the people that brought the tree down and bought it, so it's all different lengths, all different angles. So it's going to be some nasty stuff cutting. You're going to see me throw a lot of stuff over the hill. Okay, if you can see way over there in the background, that's what I call my chunks and hunks pile. That's all the stuff that's not, I don't think is going to stack neatly, because I kind of like them stacked neatly. This is the wood box here that I'll be throwing it in, so I have no steps to my wood pile. Once it's there, I can take my bucket right to where the round is, so there's not 10 feet from the round to the wood splitter. There's one step. Then I have one step into the box. Okay, the box is just rough cut lumber. You could buy that crap at a sawmill for a little bit of nothing. I just happen to have a sawmill. But anyhow, so if you see me throwing one over the edge, that's going to the chunks and hunks pile, and that's for next year. I didn't have a big enough pile this year to even bring it up. So if this thing will want to start now, it's probably going to run out of gas, because this time of the year I like to run all the equipment really low on gas and run it out, so I don't have a whole lot in the tanks that's old gas. So it runs out, then I put fresh in, and it runs out and I put fresh in. So if I run out of gas, which I might run out on the first log, then this is going to be a two-parter, I guess. All right, let's see if this whole thing will start. I didn't see the knot.